Warna-warni merangkai memori dalam dimensi maya ini. Kita kembali ubah mimpimu jadi reality. Di balik layar ini terdengar suara semangat memanggil diriku. Mari mulai hari baru, bersiap dan lihat, simak aku beraksi. Di setiap untayan kata dari dirimu, berubah jadi kekuatan baru. Dan genggam erat semua di hatiku. It's time to show my star. Bersamamu nyanyikan melodi dan teruskan berlari, ukir jejak yang selalu abadi. Warna-warni merangkai memori dalam dimensi maya ini. Kita kembali ubah mimpimu jadi reality. A little scuffed. I mean, that is supposed to be a bit of a group song after all, and obviously I'm not really prepared much for it. But I thought, you know, since this stream is all about NIJI TID, might as well sing Into Reality, which is their flagship song. I think most people are more familiar with Virtual to Live. Into Reality is NIJI ID's version of Virtual to Live. I like equally both. So, tonight's stream is a rather interesting one, ladies and gentlemen, and all manners of lowly. Ladies and gentlemen, all manners of lowly. I should use that more. Interesting. Should I notate that down? Later. Ladies and gentlemen, all manners of lowly. So, firstly, welcome everyone. My name is Cornelius, professional wrestler turned Butler VTuber. Yes, indeed, folks. I am indeed an actual professional wrestler. Oh, here's me actually strangling someone, or choking someone out who actually is wrestling in Thailand right now. Yes, right now, actually. So all the best to him. In fact, all the best to his other fellow Malaysian wrestler there as well. In fact, more to him. I'll explain more in due time. So what we're doing basically in this stream is that it's not exactly a tier list stream, because I'm not rating folks from S tier to A tier and so on and so forth. Rather, I'm sourcing them. Think more Harry Potter. Think more Hogwarts houses. Okay. So I am the sorting hat. And I'm going to sort them into, well, what I think sort of wrestlers they are. Okay. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's get to it. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, by the way, welcome Nomu. I know Malay, but I need to be read to me slowly, or else I'm not going to understand half of it. It's a song. You probably understood like 80% of what I just said. I did. No. Man, like there's some like that. Like seriously, you should check out Into Reality. It is such a lovely, beautiful song. Like it truly is like the Indonesian version of a Virtual to Live. Like it's a great song. Yeah, I mean like warna-warni merangkai memori. There, you probably understood that perfectly. Okay. Oh well, just check out the lyrics online, or better yet, check out the song. Just type in NIJI Into Reality. There you go. Great song. So, This stream is all about sorting the members of NIJI ID into what sort of a wrestler they are. So the idea behind this stream, is what was the word I'm looking for? This is sort of my tribute. Yeah, this is in some ways my tribute to NIJI ID. So for a little bit of background to those who are not aware, NIJI in general is like one of the largest VTuber agencies in the world. They're on the Japanese stock market, for Pete's sakes, you know. So they're a huge company, and they have different branches. One of them being NIJI ID, or rather currently called XID. I still that term has always given me a lot of mixed feelings. So they used to have an Indonesian branch comprising of these very amazing individuals here. And basically at one point they NIJI Indonesia and Korea had to merge back into the main NIJI Japanese branch. And unfortunately, I don't know all the full details, but unfortunately, this in some ways was a bit of the beginning of the end for NIJI ID. A lot of them, like you see everyone here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of them. At least 5 of them have already graduated. So, if I'm not wrong, Amisha recently graduated. Siska, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, currently 5. More and more to come. Because unfortunately, there's literally 2 separate announcements of mass graduations from the Indonesian members. It is something that I find a bit of a pity, actually, because to go give it a little bit of history, the first, what we think of as a quote-unquote VTuber, you know, and the first VTuber I ever personally saw was Hana Makia. I didn't even think of it at first, you know. She was playing a game of Helltaker, and so she was technically like the first, I suppose, traditional, what we think of as a VTuber. You know, an anime character come to life, so to speak. The first person I saw was Hana, and I didn't even realize what I was seeing at first. But then I realized, oh, this is her. So yeah, NIJI ID and I personally have gone way back, and I've mentioned this before. VTuber, watching VTubers and being involved with VTubing in some ways saved Cornelius low. You know, this has back in the pandemic days when I couldn't, you know, be a wrestler, I could at least watch VTubing and really enjoy myself from there, and sort of like, in a way, heal myself through this. So, man. So, this is sort of my way of memorializing them in my channel. They're not dead, mind you, okay? They're not dead not dead. But yeah, a lot of them have moved on. Have moved on. It's a real pity because, like, my goodness, when they were active, gosh, they pumped out content like no other. You know, they were there was a real sense of camaraderie between these. Between this branch, there was putting out a lot of content, a lot of really amazing clips. You know, even though yes, it is in Indonesian, but there was plenty. There was in English subtitles as well. Heck, even if it was in Bahasa subtitles, guess what? I read Bahasa, so it's pretty easy for me to follow. And yeah, like even the NIJI ID channel, the YouTube NIJI ID channel, gosh, that was that's a treasure trove of great videos and all sorts of great stuff. So it's a real pity. That's for absolute certain. That is for absolute certain. Yes, hearts all around for the NIJI ID members. So this is what we'll be doing, folks. This is what we'll be doing. We'll be categorizing what house they're in. So let me explain the different categories, the different houses that we have here. I feel like the sorting hat from the ugly sorting hat from Hogwarts. I'm not as ugly as a hat. Okay, watch yourselves. Watch yourselves. So first up, we have high flyer. That means these are folks known for their acrobatics. They're the ones jumping around on the top rope, diving to the outside all the time. You know, that kind of a wrestler. Think Rey Mysterio. Think Ricochet. You know, heck, someone like Brody King counts as well. As like a big man that can fly. He still counts as a high flyer as well. And then, grappler. This is like what we think of as like your prototypical wrestler. You know, the one that focuses on the actual wrestling. So all sorts of submission holds, all sorts of reversals, all sorts of sort of complex pinning maneuvers, that sort of a thing. And striker, this is an interesting one. This is basically someone that focuses more on actually like thwacking you, you know, kicking you, chopping you, headbutts, that sort of a thing. You know, obviously this category has like a huge number of subcategories into it, you know. And then powerhouse, you know, think of someone like Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, people that throw people around essentially, you know. And I want to make it clear here, if you are powerhouse, yes, this usually does mean that you're a bigger man. Not always. Like for example, I would absolutely categorize Chad Gable as a powerhouse. He's a small man, but he has German suplex people like Braun Strowman before. You know, the Viking Raiders. You know, huge meats on two legs. You know. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you're a big man. In fact, just because you're a high flyer doesn't mean you're necessarily a small person either. And so for the sake of this stream, I will be, yes, a high flyer can absolutely be a striker as well. But we're going to stick you more into one or the other. You know, you're essentially which style you tend to favor more, which pro wrestling style you tend to favor more. And so we're going to go in. We're going to do this via chronological order, and the chronological order. Let's see where my notes are. Here it is. So we are starting first. With the one that started it all, the first wave of Nijisanji. Man, this is so strange. Actually, this is so strange. I had the thought of doing this a lot later down the line, you know. I thought maybe when I'm a little bit bigger. But, you know, after two letters of announcements, and mind you, the first one had like 4 livers announcing their graduations, and the second one also had 4 live. The second letter also had 4. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait. We are doing this now. We are doing this now. I saw something interesting. Okay. So, oh man. So the first wave of Nijisanji ID, I'm calling them Nijisanji for the sake of this stream. I'm calling them Nijisanji ID. Okay. The first wave is Sunset Barbecue. The first trio. Sunset Barbecue is comprised of Zia Cornelia, this one here, this lovely lass, Takarajiman, oh my god, I love his name, and Hana Makia. So these 3 are very, very special. Very, very special, even compared to everyone else. So let's start first with Zaya. And I'm going to start with. I'm always going to start this off by actually describing a little bit about the livers, what they're all about, and whether if I have any sort of particular in fact, what do I know about them and my opinions of them, and sort of like just highlight a little bit about what makes them special. I got something to say about everybody, absolutely, but some definitely more than others because I've got some biases. There's some I watch much more than others for sure. And Niji Sanji to me is very much WWE, and I know that sounds like a weird comparison to make. Let me explain myself. Niji Sanji is, put it this way, WWE, to anyone who is a long-time viewer of WWE, if you have watched it for a long time, as let's say ever since even the 90s or even early 2000s, you will almost guarantee to have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the company. You love it because like there's an endless amount of content. They put on some of the most ambitious VTuber related stuff. And they've got a huge roster. And unfortunately, that also means that a lot of folks end up being sidelined. A lot of folks that perhaps will be treated in an unfair hand. Don, welcome. What do you mean by 90? Did I say 90? So, for me, WWE, there's a lot of like subdivisions of WWE that I wish was still existed, but no, they're no longer here. Like things like ECW. At one point, it was like Raw, SmackDown, and ECW. I wish that was still around because that was a very unique thing about it. And then something like the Cruiserweight division. There was 205 Live. I really followed at one point 205 Live almost exclusively from WWE. That was high octane cruiserweight action. That just didn't pan out, and now the WWE Cruiserweight Championship doesn't even exist anymore, which is I feel such a pity because it was very much a mainstay in the attitude era of WWE. In some ways, Niji Sanji ID is the Cruiserweight division of Niji Sanji. Niji Sanji ID is like the Cruiserweight division of WWE. It's comprised of some really truly talented people in a division that's just not very, that I wish were given a fair shake. That I wish more could have been done with it because they absolutely could have gone further. Absolutely. What do you mean by chocolate, Nomu? What do you mean by chocolate? All right, let's begin. That's my whole spiel as to that's sort of how I feel about Niji Sanji right now. They're like WWE to me. There's a lot to love. There's also a lot that, like, I'll be honest, warrants feedback, warrants some criticism here. Some folks being let go here and there, that's normal for any company. But for an entire division, entire branch, my goodness. So, Sunset Barbecue, Zaya Cornelia. We're going to start with her first. Zaya Cornelia is the automaton liver. And in some ways, I don't know if anyone feels this way about her. I personally feel that she's like she almost feels like the Disney princess of Niji Sanji ID. She's one of those that's like actually wholesome compared to some of the really cursed folks around here. You. I have so much to say about Edna. You will see. I have so much to say about Edna. But first, Zaya. Zaya really feels like the like the Disney princess. She's really sweet. She is amazing. She's a great singing voice. Oh man, like she was like. There's a reason why she was like in a way the main character of the Alice in Musicland music video. Guys, Alice in Musicland by Niji Sanji ID. It's on Amicia Michella's channel, which is this girl, this sleepy looking lass here. Okay, it's under her channel. It is perhaps the crowning achievement, arguably one of the crowning achievements in Niji ID. it is basically a full-on musical sequence, and Zia is the MC. She is like the Alice, and she came off like, you know, like no one could have filled this role better than her, easily. In fact, she has made one of my favorite streams. I'm gonna try to find it right now. Actually, I hope I can find it. She has made one of my favorite streams. It's called the. It's basically one where she analyzed parasocialism. Yeah, it's one where she analyzed you know, the idea of a parasocial fan. That was really interesting to see. You know. Let's see. Is it this? Let's see. There's some of the humor out here. I know. So that is a really interesting one. And essentially, she actually like properly analyzed it. You know, seeing the whole fan and VTuber relationship. You know, it was so that was really interesting. And mind you, she delivered that in English too. Like I should also mention that who tends to focus more on English and whatnot. You know, for you guys' convenience. With her. Zia actually speaks a good bit of English as well. Let's see. Let me try to find it. I don't know if I'm able to right now. I'm not able to right now. Let me see. So it's a real pity. It's a real pity. So I really appreciated her actually like you know, telling her fans, her audience about parasocial stuff, because like she's, you know, it's pretty obvious that she's a very educated gal, really puts effort into what she does, and able to you know, talk about parasocialism to her fans. And I've actually learned a little bit of thing or two from that. I actually watched it when it was live. Essentially, for me, the big takeaway is that, put it this way, yes, in some ways, you, the viewers, aren't directly influencing me. But let's be perfectly honest here. If you guys were to drop a donation, high chance I will be reading what you say. If I'm making a subathon and I say that, and if it's completed, I will do this and that. If it's completed, I will do it for you guys. You know, if I have a marshmallow stream, you guys will read the marshmallows. You know, it's something like that essentially. So, in some ways, yes, you guys aren't making me do anything, but you have a level of influence on me or on other VTubers that cannot be denied. That shouldn't be just brushed away. It should be absolutely something considered when I'm planning stuff, essentially, you know. So that's something to consider, and I really appreciate her explaining that and coming to that sort of conclusion. You know, really interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her because she's a great vocalist and really comfy vibes. You know. So yeah, really awesome stuff. But with all that being said, where does she fit in then? You know, she's got a bit of that main character energy about her. She's a real sweetheart. Oh right, I forgot to mention about this one. Too Uwu No Wrestling. This one is basically if I think you're too cute, you just end up here. Yeah, because you're too cute. So no, I don't even want you to. I don't even want you to wrestle. We'll see if anyone falls under here. We'll see if anyone falls under here. But right now, I mean, she is an automaton, you know. So she's probably made of pretty sturdy stuff, actually. Oh. You know what? This might surprise some folks. This might surprise some folks. Powerhouse. Powerhouse. She's an automaton. She's an automaton. And everyone loves to see a little lady suplex a big lady. Everyone loves to see that. Everyone loves to see that. So, congrats, Zaya. Congrats, Zaya. You are a powerhouse wrestler. I can imagine now. You know, she come into the ring. She looked like an idol. You know, in fact, right now, some wrestling shows actually put on idol performances first before the wrestling begins. I've seen it. In fact, one of them is happening right now in Thailand. Oh, hello there, Honey Susafo. Hello there. Welcome to Cafe Cornelius. We're basically doing a wrestler sorting stream, essentially. And with so we have our first live NIJI ID live here as a powerhouse. Do you watch NIJI ID, my dear? Do you watch NIJI ID? So the second one. Takarajiman. There's a song named after him. Well, technically not exactly, but there is a song. And a song shares the exact same name as him. I always found that hilarious. I always found that hilarious. Let's see. Let me just check it right now. Let me just check if I'm not wrong. Okay, if I were to type on YouTube right now, Takarajiman. Okay, Takarajiman comes up. As opposed to the song, Takarajiman. Takarajiman or Paktaka, as a lot of folks call him. Yes, I see NIJI ID. I tune in. Oh, you know NIJI ID, eh? Taka is powerful. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, yeah, I will get into his singing very soon. Basically, Takarajiman, his whole stick that he's a businessman. He is a businessman. That's what he is. But he has, in some ways, evolved into so much more than a businessman. He is called Paktaka for a reason. That means like he's like the daddy or the mom of NIJI ID. He's very much seen as the one, like, I don't know, corralling everyone in a way, you know? Because so he's got real mommy daddy vibes, and not in that sort of weird, you know, weird kinky way, but like an actual borderline paternal way, you know? So everyone looks up to Big Man Taka. Everyone looks up to him. Like, to the point where, like, when I see Welt from did I just say Genshin? No, I meant Honkai Star Rail. I think, hey, it's Paktaka. It is hilarious how much I think of that. And my goodness, my God, he's such a good singer too. He is such an incredible singer. In fact, like, some of my favorite songs came from him, actually. At first, initially, he wasn't known for singing, you know. He wasn't known for singing. He's kind of like me, where he has a pretty baritone-ish voice. He can go a little higher than me, but when he sings like something like a virtual Sunset Barbecue's version of a cover of Virtual to Life, like, you can tell that he was still like trying to find his voice. It sounds very bassy in a sense, but as time went on by, oh my God, man could actually, the man could like romance the ladies like no one's business. I think that honestly speaking, like, if anyone can be seen as like as the ladies' man as well, it's actually Paktaka. Yes, Takamama. Takamama is absolutely inadvertently became a bit of a ladies' man the more he kept singing. Like, for example, one of my favorite NIJI ID cover songs is Tenbyo no Uta, covered by Taka and Amicia. Oh my God, that was the first time I ever thought to myself, like, Amicia singing, great, awesome. I have never heard Paktaka sound so romantic. It sounded like he could like break every girl's heart in in the stage, in the arena. If he were to be singing that in like something like the Genting Arena of Stars right now, all the ladies will like have tears in their eyes and go, ah! You know, because like, holy shit, this man can put a spell with how romantic he sounds. It's like he even did a cover with Anna Alouette called is it Cendrillon? Cendrillon. That was like, yeah, absolutely. That was not a one-off matter. Oh god. So Butler is incredible, and he's also really really funny. He did a yeah boy. He tried to do like a really long yeah boy thing, like yeah boy. He tried to hold on for it for like a stupid long time. At the end, he just like kept coughing and coughing because he completely ran out of breath. So he's a real charmer as well. He's really comfy, but he knows when to turn it up. Like, he's great. Butler is great. I really wish him all the best. Ah, that reminds me actually. Okay. Zia Cornelia, 14th May of this year. Taka Rajiman, 28th May of this year. So Zia and Taka have already graduated. That's a real pity. Real pity. So this man is a cornerstone of NIJI. I hope he's doing well. I know he's doing well because, man, he's incredible. Everyone is fangirling for Pak Taka. Amen. Absolutely. Pakchi? Yes. But we call him Pak Taka because he's like the daddy. He gives off like daddy vibes. Like like he's got that Brian McKnight energy, you know. Like if you put him in like a nice in a big stage, all the ladies from the 20s to their 40s, they will swoon for this man. Pak Taka, let's see where does he fit? Where does Pak Taka fit? Where does Pak Taka fit? Where does this businessman, the leader of the Lobak Tachis? Yeah, at one point his Oshi mark, it wasn't initially a radish at first, but it eventually became a radish. So okay. He's quite a lanky fellow as well. He's got great outfits. Let's see. I think I was tempted to put him in a bit of a powerhouse thing, but honestly, he's quite a lanky lad. I mean, he's very strategic as well. No, he's actually really evolved himself over the time. I think he's a striker. Like, putting him in the high flyer? Nah. Like, lanky fellows doing high flying stuff is always hilarious. Hey there, I hope the stream too. Absolutely, it is going well, Jinja Yagi. Absolutely. By the way, is it Jinja or is it Yagi? Which is nice? Is it Yagi-san or Jinja-san? Do let me know. Are you familiar with NIJI, by the way? Are you familiar with NIJI? So, yes, Takarajima, I will classify him more of a striker. Think Shinsuke Nakamura. You know, this is a man who uses his lanky frame to his advantage and able to apply some devastating kicks. You know, he's someone that has evolved, like Shinsuke Nakamura, evolved over the years. He seems like quite plain Jane initially, just a businessman, but oh my goodness, yes, he evolved into something more than that. You know, becoming the flashy striking king that he is, and I believe Taka Rajiman fits this bill. So he's gonna be more of that. So he's going to be, you know, so his moves are going to be pretty orthodox, but there's a silent strength to him, a silent confidence that it cannot be denied. You can just call me Jinja or Jin. Okay, Jinja or Jin. Jin, like the check from the Tekken series. NIJI, I need to watch more. Freaking-lutely. Like, Takarajiman's music videos is gorgeous stuff. Tenryou no Uta, Cendrillon. I know I'm not mentioning music videos that aren't even on his channel, but yeah, you know, it's all good stuff. actually called. Can you tell us the tier list meanings? What is high flyer? What is powerhouse? Sure. I already did this in the beginning, but I don't mind doing it again. High flyer are basically the ones that are they're the acrobatic wrestlers. They are the ones jumping around. They're the ones that can bounce around everywhere, bounce around the ropes. Think Rey Mysterio. Think someone like also Eddie Guerrero counts as this as well. So they're the ones going on the top rope often, diving everywhere, that sort of a thing. Grappler, this is your traditional wrestler. This is someone that really focuses more on like the wrestling techniques. So they're the ones putting you into submissions. They're the ones actually like wrestling you into the ground and then like putting you in an arm bar or a ankle lock. So think of people like Lance Storm. Think of folks like Zack Sabre Jr. Think of folks like me. Like I mean, what you want me to like I do this. See, I counter his to the gut. I roll him over. I lace one arm, lace the other with my feet, and I choke him out with my right hand. So yes, grappler. Striker, you're whacking people. You are primarily whacking people. So think Gunther. Think of someone like Katsuyori Shibata. You are kicking people, you are punching people, you are headbutting people, you are elbowing people, you are kneeing people. You're more about actually like thwacking people. Or this also, you could also be something a little more grimier as well. You can argue someone like Stone Cold Steve Austin is very much a striker, specifically a brawler. He prefers to like punch you in a way. Powerhouse. Powerhouse basically means that you are throwing people around. You are the one doing the suplexes. You are the one doing the Samoan drops. You are the one deadlifting people and throwing them everywhere. Power bombs galore. Essentially. Well, you want me to like demonstrate that? Do I have that with me right now? No, I don't have the video with me right now. So yes. You are the one really just tossing people around, essentially. And then no wrestling means that you're too cute to wrestle. You're too cute to wrestle. No, you're not allowed to wrestle. You're not allowed to wrestle. Nope. That sounds funny, not gonna lie. Which one? Alright, so hope that clears that up for you, honey. And now, we come to Hana Makia. The first, I suppose, like a classical VTuber that I saw. That I've ever encountered, in fact. Hana Makia is has an incredibly unique background. So for her, her whole shtick is that she's technically like an art student. Yeah, her whole shtick is that she's an art student residing in Indonesia. And she's really unique. Okay. Let me ask this. Do you guys think she's Indonesian? Do you guys think she's Indonesian? Because she's not. She's not. She speaks perfect Indonesian, like borderline perfect Indonesian. But she's not Indonesian. She's made it quite clear that she's born to an American father and Japanese mother. So she speaks English first, and you can be argued that Indonesian is a second language now, and she does speak Japanese as well. Absolutely. But she almost prefers to speak in Indonesian, actually. Yep, she's not. Yeah, Nomu. She's not Indonesian. But she entered NIJI. So she's the third member of Sunset Barbecue. She's not Indonesian, but she absolutely embraces NIJI. This is her gang. All this is her gang, not the NIJI branch. That's like made abundantly clear. And she is the most, I think, until very recently, she is the most subscribed NIJI liver on YouTube. So, and you know, that achievement is well deserved. Well deserved indeed. You know, I suppose a bit of a through line with NIJI ID in general is that they've never shied away from seeking out an audience outside of Indonesia as well. You know, most of them, almost every one of them actually speaks English very well, and they, you know, regularly do collabs with people from other countries, and they've done a lot of stuff. Oh, I remember another thing interesting about Zaya. Another place I actually saw her quite a bit. Actually, and this is quite current right now because, okay, you guys know what is AFA? I can't recall what exactly it means, but it's essentially an anime convention held in Singapore, right? It's in Singapore. And at one point, their YouTube channel was pretty active, talking about stuff, and somehow, someway, Zia was a pretty frequent guest there. Now, not as a guest, but as a fellow host as well. There were two fleshy hosts, two Singaporean ladies, and then there was Zaya on the big screen, being like acting as the third host as well. It was really random, but she was there. She was absolutely there, so I found that pretty interesting. That went on for quite a while. So yeah, that's just one example of them doing stuff outside of the country. But Hannah is really interesting because oh man, she can talk up a storm. She's done a lot of stuff. You know, she had her 3D debut as well, not too long ago. You know, that seemed to have a lot of hurdles initially, but eventually that got settled. So I'm happy for her in that sense. So yeah, she's in a bit of a strange situation, you know. She's technically still part of NIJI Sanji. You know, she is half Japanese, but she has done streams and collabs fully Indonesian. Like, I know that, like, she has said before, like, she has confused people before because she doesn't necessarily look Indonesian, but when she opens her mouth, she sounds so native that they look confused, so she has to, like, dumb down her Indonesian as a result. It's really fascinating stuff to hear all that. Really fascinating stuff. So where do I want to put her? She's very goofy. And she's very much a sweetheart, but she's got quite a sharp tongue when need be. I'm thinking that Hannah is a striker or higher flyer. She has that flair. I do agree with that. She has quite that flair indeed. You know what? I think she does count as a high flyer. Why? Because I think her spirit animal is a musang, a civet. Yes. And she actually has a musang outfit actually. A civet outfit in wearing tech wear. Like, she's wearing tech wear, but she'll have civet ears. I know that sounds very strange, but yes, that means that she's got a bit of acrobatics about her. Maybe she can go into like a civet mode. Think like Mario and the in Tanuki form. That's kind of what she is. So she has a Musang mode, I suppose, and so she can high fly around and and like do like a high flying double middle finger salute splash or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, hats off to Hannah. She at one point, you know, really carried the division, you know. Now, but all that being said, you know, just because at one point she was the most well subscribed, doesn't actually mean that I watch her the most. I've watched a good bit of her stuff, absolutely. I haven't gotten to the ones I really watched yet. I mean, I watched a bit of Taka, yes. I watched a bit of Zia, yes. Some of you might be surprised by who I watched the most. Can you guys guess which livers I watched the most? There is one that stands head and shoulders above all the others. There is one. Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? But first, let's go. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Next up, Amicia Michela or Chia or Michon. For some reason, that's in the video. She recently graduated as well. Amicia Michela graduated 16th July. She's the one that graduated. Well, she is the most recent graduation. Man. So speaking about NIJI ID, there is a level of bittersweetness to it. Absolutely. Oh man. It was a real pity. Real pity. Who? Bon? Ooh, interesting. Interesting guess. No. Let me describe Amicia Michela a little bit more. Oh wait. Oh yes. Actually, I can do it now. Okay. Second wave is Clover Makeover. And Chia is one of the members. So Clover Makeover, the second wave is comprised of Chia. Where's Rai? Rai Galilei, and then Miu Otavia and Rixa. I got a little bit to say about Rixa as well. Oh man. I guess I suppose we'll start with Amicia here. Amicia, honestly speaking, I never knew if she is a penguin or if she's just a sleepy girl. I'm actually not too sure. No, according to a wiki, she's just a freelance artist. Yeah, she's just a freelance artist that likes sleeping and penguins. So she's not necessarily a penguin, but she does have. But her motive is definitely a penguin. Absolutely. Is it a girl or a boy? What do you think? Come on, guess. I think I'll give it away too much if that's the case. She graduated on my birthday. I will never forget it. That is sad. Penguin Peck. Yes, indeed. She's a huge sweetheart. She's a huge sweetheart. And low-key, one of the most creative people in NIJI Sanji, just in general. Like she has created some music videos that are just amazing. Like her most recent, in fact, her last music video comprised of herself, Shuyamino, I think Rai, and Reza Evan Luna. Oh man, and that was just that was gorgeous. A gorgeous video. I think her music videos are still up on the channel, so you guys can go check it out. So she's a lovely lass. She always is. She's got like incredible, like she's one of those that very much is a comfy tuber. I like this word, comfy tuber. Sleepy penguin indeed. So where would she fit in? Where would she fit in? Considering that she's a bit of a sleeper. Oh man! And of course, I mentioned she did perhaps one of my favorite covers alongside Takarajiman, where they sang Tembio no Uta, and gods, people ship these two all the time, and the shipping could not have been harder when they sang this song together. My goodness! I actually remember I watched a they at one point these two actually did like a talk show style collab at one point, a talk show style series. So my goodness, man, she is great. She is great. She's so comfy. I think she speaks English. Yeah, she does speak English fairly often on her channel as well. In fact, in case if it's not obvious, NIJI ID was in some ways my foray into exploring Indonesian culture a bit more, especially in terms of the whole weeaboo culture in Indonesia. So looking at it through NIJI Sanji ID's eyes was really great. It was a great stepping stone to see all that, She does not falter doing horror games, yes. Thank you for reminding me about that. That is indeed very much a calling card of hers. Yeah, if everyone would go Ooh, yeah. No. Chia will be like, haha. I don't know, it's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. So she's got that going for her. Ooh, where would that fit her then? I actually know where to fit her. I actually know where to sort her into now. She is a grappler. Yes, our first grappler here. So she's gonna be an interesting one. You know who this reminds me of? I'm reminded of Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is a wrestler in AEW who is very much a he's got this whole slacker thing about him. Like, he will literally wrestle with his hands in his pockets. He'll be wearing stretchy jeans, and his hands will literally be in his pockets. But when you least expect it, he will spring into an action and explode like a dynamite. I can imagine Chia being that way as well. She'd be like, hello, hi. And then the moment you try to like clothesline her, she's somehow able to just duck down at the exact same time, even though she's moving slow motion, and then she'll somehow drag you down to the ground and put you into the worst Fujiwara armbar possible. So yep, she's a grappler. She's a grappler, man. In fact, as I mentioned already, but I'll mention again, she is the one, in some ways, like, she was like the director of Alice in Music Land. I'm gonna keep mentioning this music video all the time. Alice in Music Land, the best version of the Alice in Music Land. There's a few covers of it. The NIJI version is perhaps the best. Like a sleep attack. Exactly. You try to you're gonna try to land a kick. She's gonna try to you try to suplex her up in the air. When she's got up in there, she someone's able to just float down, and then just grab your neck with her soft arms, and then she'll just snore away and but her vice grip on you, it'll be so firm and tight, she's hugging, she thinks she's hugging a bolster, but she's squeezing the air out of your lungs. So yeah, she'll do that. The quiet people that you don't want to mess with. NIJI Alice in Music Land is awesome. Absolutely. When I saw that, I could not believe my eyes. God, it was so good. It was so good. Man, so yeah. Definitely gonna be a lot of Bill Street memories with Chia. Absolutely. Okay. Next up is Rai Galile. And I will admit, of all the ones here, I am not too familiar with Galile. He does give off a bit of a soft boy energy about him. See now, he is he's part of the 42nd division of the interdimensional police. I see. The thing I know most about him is that he's a bit of a short king, like myself. At 158 centimeters. Hey, I'm taller than him. I'm taller than him. Yes, from what I can tell, he's like the resident short boy and soft boy of the bunch. Yes. So yes, although he is my fellow short king, he is soft boy. I am hard boy. Chat, am I hard boy? Be honest with me. Am I hard boy? Am I hard all the time? Do let me know. So that's interesting now. Oh, he was the rabbit in Alice in Music Land. He did that job very, very well. Good singer. Absolutely. Where does he fit in, this lad? He always tried to be tough, but he's uwu and bullyable. But we heard that he's actually short-tempered. I can imagine. It sounds like he and I could get along just fine. I think he is. I mean, he's short-tempered. He's an interdimensional police. He's uwu. Yeah, he's a high flyer. Like this literally sounds like half the high flyers I know. You know, they are short kings. They make up for it by jumping on the top ropes, jumping everywhere, doing high risk, high reward sort of stuff, as you do when you're an interdimensional police. I can definitely see it. He will springboard on the ropes and then land a flying knee. You can't be a soft boy, Corn. How dare you! I can absolutely be a soft boy. What about me? What about me? What about me? Is not soft. I have soft parts about me. I mean, look at my crop. Look at my running crop. It's nice and there's give to it. I can shake it around. What about me is soft? What about me is not soft? I am absolutely soft. I can be soft if I want to be. Watch. I'm gonna demonstrate right now. Okay, and this, and this. Why, hello there, chat. How are you? How are you? The only thing that's soft is your voice, because it's literally putting me to sleep. Ha! Take that, chat. Take that. See? I can be soft if I want to. Okay, back to the show. Right. You and I. We don't get the credit that we deserve. Okay, let's move on. Okay, second last in Clover Makeover is Miu Otavia. Miu Otavia is a fascinating one. She has an otter onesie, and I know it's not obvious here, but she always has like a peace sign thing pose. Her default pose whenever she's streaming is literally showing a peace sign all the time. I found that pretty interesting. Well, if you believe in yourself, maybe one day I will believe in your soft boy too. Well, I believe I have a soft boy in me right now. Ha! I know that sounds rather weird, but I do, I swear. Throughout this whole thing, I've fallen half asleep 4 times. Hey, if your phone drops in your face, your phone drops in your face. Just don't drop it from such a ridiculous height. I guess that's all. Don't end up going to the doctor over a bloody nose, please. Of all things. He will laugh. So Miu Otavia, she's an otter? Is that what she is? So I do watch a good bit of them, but it's not like I watched them ever since their debuted, I will mention whose debut I've actually seen before. I will mention that in due time. Okay. So her fans call her leader, as in LIDR, like leader, essentially. So she's an interesting one. She's got a very tomboyish sort of a feel to her. She's really, really cool. And she has one of the best voices in NIJI. She's a very, very unique voice. It's the term I will give is it feels very full-bodied, very round. She doesn't go super high, but her tone is incredible. Like easily. There's a very specific moment when she sings as the Mad Hatter in Alice in Musicland, where she sounds incredible. Like something about her voice, she hits that. When she hits that particular note, it just sounds so full and rich. Yeah, that's another way to describe her voice. Her singing voice is so incredibly rich, She gives striker vibes. Miu? Really? I mean, she, you know, an otter after all. She's got that girl boss sort of a vibe, indeed. You know what? I think I do agree with you. I think I do agree. I think yes, she does indeed have that. She does indeed have that quick feet and quick hands. Indeed, she will wrestle in her onesie, in her otter onesie, and just like smack people, smack people's head around. I can definitely imagine that she'll give good chops as well, like you know, knife edge chops and all that jazz. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, she's incredible vocals. If you can check out her music videos, go ahead. Okay. Miyu is an interesting one because I believe, yes, I don't know the exact date about this, but she is the first to graduate. She is the first to graduate amongst everyone here. I think, yeah. So there wasn't like a full-on NIJI ID. So she isn't part of like any mass graduation essentially. So she was the first to leave. It was unfortunate. It's unfortunate, indeed. But you know, we can remember them from the songs, from the streams, from the great memories. Ah man, it feels a bit rough being a NIJI fan this year. You know, on one hand, you know, there's been some super fun stuff. Like Malaysia had a freaking NIJI Gen Expo, for Pete's sakes. They had a NIJI Gen Expo. You know, Etheria and Obsidia and Lazulite, they performed in Mid Valley in Malaysia. You know, Vox had his own little thing going on in Sungai Way Mall, where it's really funny to see. If you guys know Vox Okuma, he's part of Luxium. He's a male NIJI liver, and he is very beloved by the ladies. You know, the ASMR gods. I know one particular Malaysian VTuber that goes gaga over him, like automatic screams at any mention of Vox. And looking at the photos in that is that even a meet and greet? Well, it's like a live session essentially in Sungai Way Mall. It's really funny to see it because it feels like 95% of the audiences were just ladies, were just the girls. so you could hear Vox's like big dulcet tones just ringing out, and all the ladies are like, ah, you know. Can you imagine, you know, huge speakers in an enclosed auditorium space, and you see Vox's face, and you hear him say, "That's my girl." The one with purple hair, that's black and red palette. He doesn't have purple hair. He has he wears a white suit, wears red, and speaks with a very low voice. He kind of sounds like me, but deeper and somehow more British. Yes, he's very British. He is very English. Yes, he is very English. My word. Yes. So he sounds fancy. He sounds even fancier than me, if that could be believed. Okay. So yeah, that is unique indeed. Yeah, he does sound like you. Not really. If anyone in NIJI Sanji sounds like me, I sound more like Folger. Ovid. He and I, we have I have a more of a similar tone with him. He's quite a raspy sounding fellow. Vox is just all bass. I've got a lot of like this sort of rasp thing that you hear essentially. So I'm more of a Folger Ovid than a Vox essentially. Okay. But let's move on, folks. Finally, we come to Rixa Direndra. Rixa here, what I know him best by is that he is a music producer. In fact, some of my favorite stuff, some of my favorite NIJI music related stuff is made by him, produced by him. Tenbyo no Uta, sang by Chia and Pataka, is produced by Rixa. It's his arrangement. I only know 5 to 7 VTubers, and that's perfectly fine. You're cheerful, essentially. I'm cheerful? No, I'm a grouch. I'm like such a grouch. Rixa is unhinged. I can agree with that. I can agree with that indeed. I will admit I don't really know too much about him outside of his musical activities because out of everyone here, I think he focuses on Indonesian the most. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. But Calm AF, yes, indeed. Oh man. Besides his musical activities, the one thing I know about him is that for some reason, Siska Leontine here has I don't know. She's got the hots for him or something. I don't know. She really likes Rixa, like really likes her. Like they have a music video and all that jazz, and she's constantly trying to get it on with Rixa. I know that sounds really really wrong, but I mean like flirting with him and all that jazz. Have you heard of Rixa's jazz arrangement of Baka? Yes, I have. Sung by Narahara Mao. Absolutely. In fact, that's my favorite cover. That's one of my that is arguably my favorite cover of Baka Mitai. I mean, your voice is more cheerful tone than Vox. Oh, I can see that. I suppose. Really? I suppose. I suppose so. I don't know. Vox could be quite cheerful sounding as well. You know, in spite of how deep he sounds, he really does go out of his way to sound, friendly and outgoing. So yes, indeed, Rixa, man, he's a great music producer. Like his arrangements is like really did successfully blended both Chia and Taka's voice into one. It is amazing. So Direndra, he's quite a big dude. He's quite a confident lad. Honestly, he is our first powerhouse man. Jazz Baka Mitai by Nara is an absolute unit. Absolutely. God, Nara is... We're getting ahead of ourselves there. Okay? We'll get to Nara when we get to Nara. So yes, essentially he's a big man. He's going to use his weight, you know. He will have one of the best entrances in the business. Like he will just come in, bang. Dang. So, yep, he's going to be the classic big man in the match, absolutely. Because he's quite a tall fellow as well, if I recall correctly. Or he at least gives off those vibes. He definitely gives off big man vibes, absolutely. That might be why Siska is so fond of him. How is he? He's 178. God damn it! Why are all these guys taller than me? Okay, poor Ryan and I. We have to deal with all of this. Let's see now. Let me just check. Okay, let's keep going. Would you wrestle the powerhouse? Sure, why not? You'll be surprised at what I can do against people much larger than me. Yes, they're bigger than me, but that means You know, they're lumbering towers of meat. I am a grappler. There's a lot of meat for me to stretch and twist and hyperextend. Absolutely. I take it as a challenge. I have no qualms about the decision. I mean, it's an obvious one. It's an obvious one. Being shorter will be an advantage to you, you know. I make it an advantage. I don't see that as a problem. I use what I have, or well, what I don't have, as an advantage. If I don't, what the hell am I doing as a wrestler, you know? What the hell am I doing as a wrestler? Alright. Next up, next wave. So that about covers it for Clover McOver. Next wave is La Naissance. This is an interesting one indeed. Azura Cecilia. Give it. Layla Alstramaria and Nara Haramaun. Okay. This group. So basically, La Naissance are they're funny enough. If you noticed, Sunset Barbecue and Clover Makeover, they are mixed. They're a mixed group, you know. They're a mixed group. Sunset Barbecue has Paktaka, and Clover Makeover has Rai and Rixa. La Naissance is the one is the first all-female group, actually. First female group. La Naissance is your favorite gen. I see. Okay. All right. Wow, you go way back then. You go way back, honey. My goodness. And what about you, Envy? What about you, my dear moderator? Are you familiar with NIJI ID in particular? Okay, so Azura Cecilia. So she's the one that I'm familiar with the least. I'm familiar with the least in La Naissance, unfortunately. Like I said, there's quite a number of them, so a little hard to do, a little hard to keep that on. So essentially, she is she's a soldier on her planet. Yes. Okay. So she's essentially an alien. Essentially, she is an alien, and a bit of and quite a beauty as well. My goodness me. And man, I'm gonna have to mention this often, don't I? Let's see now. Yes. Azura Cecilia, she will be graduating 20th August. So that's close to a month from now. Yeah, that's close to a month from now. So 20th of August is when she will be graduating. Pity. Azura is an alien coming to conquer the Earth, but not really. I only followed them pretty recently, like 2 years ago. I see. All on Naissance. Indeed. Her voice is deep and sensual. I can see that. I can definitely see that for sure. Okay, tell you what. Where would she fit in? Interesting. I think she would be a... You might think that she's a high flyer because, you know, she with all the alien technology about her, she's got some enhancements, I'm sure. But I think she's more of a grappler. She's a warrior, after all. Sent out to search information on our planet to invade us. Why do you want to invade us when we're ravaging our own planet, when we ourselves are infighting all the bloody damn time? Nah, she's a grappler. Considering her big weapon striker, believe it or not, if you know what you're doing, your weapon can be an extension of your body, and so you can grapple with it. I can absolutely see her grappling people around with her staff. So yeah, she will subjugate. She will subjugate us rebellious humans indeed. Yes, she is a grappler indeed. It may seem that what she does is traditional, but she's gathering all the intel on us, and when you have the intel, you will grapple. You will grapple. Alright, 1 second, folks, just checking. Okay, sorry, apologies for that. I'm just checking on something. Oh yeah, her shtick is that she's the ex-girlfriend VTuber. That I am somewhat familiar with that. So, like I said, she's definitely one of those that I'm not too familiar with. I recall something about that for sure, but not too familiar with it. So, yeah, it's a pity. I mean, there are 19 of them. It's hard to even follow them, even with just clips alone, you know? Even just with clips alone. But the next person is someone I'm actually very, very familiar with. In contrast with Azura, Layla Alstramaria is someone I have watched since what is it called again? It's that war game. It's that war survival game. What is that war survival game called? It's that really, really hard and brutal one, the realistic take on war. This War of Mine. Yes. This War of Mine. Layla Alstramaria, the time traveler, history teacher, VTuber. Yes. She is one of my favorites. Someone that I really watch if I want a comfy time or an educational time. You know, what are the two dogs' name? Laika and one more. I forgot. I remember Laika. I can't recall what's the other one, but she's got two dogs essentially. And man, Layla is such a sweetheart. You know, it's really funny when she collabs with, like, let's say the EN branch, because they're like, wow, you're so say-so. This is crazy. This is such a breath of fresh air for us. So as in, like, Anna and for some reason Anna and what's a damn name? I should know this. I'm a big fan of Etheria. Anna and Kiara and Laika. Thank you, honey. Bloody hell, what was it called? Wait, my train of thought. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff that's happening right now. I'm just trying to, like, recall. What was I saying about again? Why am I suddenly, like, losing my memory all of a sudden? Anna Alouette. Wait, why can't I remember the Witch of Calamity? Shoot, why can't I remember the Witch of Calamity? Don't tell me. Why can't I remember her? I just watched a clip of hers just today. Okay. Oh man, I'm taking this for bloody granted. Oh gods, why can't I recall? Oh my good gravy. Anyways, so Anna and her babu. I remember the word babu and not her proper name. Really have taken a liking to her. You know, really have taken Millie. How could I forget such a simple name as Millie? Millie Parfait. I was thinking of a dessert. I had a picture of a banana split in my head as opposed to a parfait. Why? Gods. Yes, thank you, honey. Yes, it's Millie. Okay. Yes, so Millie and I have taken a real liking to her. Wait, let me just check. I don't think she's not. Okay, she hasn't got. So yeah, like I said, Miyu and 8 others have announced their graduation. So Layla's not part of that. But man, God, that means only 10 out of 19 will be staying on at least until 29th of October at least. All right. Okay. Yeah, they're besties, Layla and then Millie. Yeah, they're so cute. It's like, it almost feels like Layla is like the big sister trying to just bewildered by these 2 crazy kids. Oh yeah, she absolutely has like say so One-san, right? Like she actually feels like a big sister. She's such a sweetheart, and I really appreciate Layla in particular for essentially having a more of an educational slant with her content creation. At least which she used to do. I'm not sure about now, but she used to do a lot of like historical streams where she teaches about the history of, well, a lot of things actually. Indonesia's past, Greek history, Egyptian history, the history of all sorts of stuff, So I really, as someone who sort of was part of that background, I really much appreciate that about her, indeed. Oh, and I love the fact that she's like a beret twins with Aya Amare. Actually, I find that really, really cute. That and yeah. She is perhaps one of the most beautiful members in NIJI ID. Like she's just like good God, her hair. Oh, I just remembered something. She has one of my favorite music covers. In fact, there's two. One is a bit of a sleeper. The other one, absolutely is very well deserved. I wish it did better views. Like Tembin de Uta, absolutely, like it got borderline super viral actually at one point. One song of this, I think it's called Serious no Shinzo. I think I said that correctly. Serious no Shinzo. I was floored by this. It's pretty obvious that she can sing, but I was shocked when she sang this song because she was like almost portraying 2 different characters in this song, and God, she just sounded so. This was more of a fantasy-ish sort of a song, and God, she sounded so amazing in it, and and she did this song called, and this song is very unique because at one point, God, I didn't realize it at the time. When you first hear it, there'll be one section that is just jaw-droppingly I did not expect at all. God, it really is a testament to a lot of Vocaloid songs that they are just out there. She sang in Morse. She literally went do 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 do, but like somehow, some way, that part was just filled with so much emotion. Was Rixa the producer of that? Once again, I would not be surprised if that was arranged by Rixa Derendra, honestly speaking. Like, there's so many good music producers in Indonesia. Holy crap, their music industry is massive. So yeah, God, that is one of my favorite things from her. I don't fully understand the story of it. Some folks have actually thought that maybe that was her depicting Kiara and Laika, but I'm not so sure. Before the cover, I didn't bother to listen to covers, but I gave it a chance and I'm just hooked. Oh, absolutely. There's one that I actually really liked from her. Oh, jeez, what's the song? It's not even one of. It is not one of her most popular songs. One of her most popular covers. It's not a Vocaloid song either. It's actually from a fairly obscure Japanese video game. And it is called Hikari. Yes, by Wateshima Aoi. For some reason, I really like this. It's a fairly short song. I wouldn't say it's anything crazy, but something about her voice and this song fits perfectly. It has that, what's it called? It's got that Final Fantasy vibe about it, in a way. That's how I can describe it. I don't think that video game franchise is very popular at all, especially in my part of it. But, oh man, she really, really elevated that song. So she's a very underrated singer indeed. I thought I'd just put her on just for comfy vibe, and just like I'll do my VTuber related work, and I'll just listen to her, just talk about her dogs, talk about other things that piques her interest, So yeah, she's always a good one when you want just a comfy time. I'm with you. The Morse code part is just yes. All the tears indeed. I can't remember where to put her though. I'm so tempted to put her into two Ubuno wrestling because she's so. Yes, out of everyone here, calling her lovely is very, very true. Very, very true. She can be pretty spunky if she wants to. And even though she is very much a history teacher, she can do stuff that might catch you off guard. Like at one point, she did a stream where she did nothing but just speak in gibberish. Like, or like a keyboard typing ASMR stream. She has done that before. So she's willing to mess around a little bit, she's got a bit of a spunky side to her, absolutely. So what would she be? She's a time traveler. And I don't really see her as someone that really plays dirty at all. I think that she's going to be a high flyer. High flyers tend to be a little more goody two shoes, and believe it or not, they do tend to actually play more fair because they're too busy thinking of doing high risk maneuvers to fight dirty, as opposed to strikers and powerhouses. These two classes in particular are known for being capable of being quite dirty. Same with grapplers as well, depending on what sort you are. I don't think she would want to wrestle, to be honest. And that's okay, I'm not saying that, I'm not putting them in these categories because they want to wrestle, but where they fit stylistically. So yes, I guess she is very ooh. She is very much a sweetheart. Like, she's definitely going to be, like, it's kind of hard to see her in a wrestling context at all. But I have to put her somewhere. And high flying seems to make a lot of sense. I can imagine her using her big dress as almost like a Mary Poppins sort of a thing. So she's gonna be one of those floaty high flyers. She's one of those folks that she's not fast, but when she jumps, she seems to have like a crazy amount of air time and almost seems to like just hang in the air and then comes crashing down onto the opponents. So she'll float up in the air with her big poofy dress, and then she'll go sideways and drop like the biggest elbow drop possible. So that's how I foresee Layla Alstroemeria. Let's see. 1 second, folks. Let me just do a little something. Wait, Layla is a time traveler or dimension traveler? I'm under the impression that she's a dimension traveler. All of Lani is basically travel dimensions. She's a time traveler. Isn't she a time traveler? I thought she's like a time traveling. I thought she's a time traveler. I suppose I can double check this now. But this one she does time traveling. I mean, look, I didn't even watch her debut video, you know? I didn't even watch her debut video, so I'm not too sure. Could have sworn it was time traveling. Meh. Either way, you know, she's arguably more known as a history teacher VTuber than anything related to time traveling or interdimensional travel. So, anyways. Nara Haramao. She's actually someone I actually am watching more of these days because she, you know, mixes a good bit of Bahasa, English, and Japanese. I am actually very surprised to find out that she's actually a very good Japanese speaker as well. She's very fluent in Japanese. And she's really interesting because she is... Let me see this. I think out of everyone here... Yes, I think she's the best singer. Nara Haramao is the best singer. I mean, first of all, she's Mama Maung. She is Tiger Mother. She's a Tiger Mama, and not like a Tiger Mom, like what we think of as an overbearing Asian mom. But Mama Maung is just comfy, and very much a lady. Your Oshi. Oh, Mama Maung is your Oshi. I can definitely see why she'd be a lot of people's Oshi. Indeed, she is amazing. I really felt for her when she did that. You know that I forgot what's it called, but there was a NIJI Sanji karaoke relay activity, right? Where Liver A would sing would do a karaoke stream for half an hour, and then they would redirect, they will relay it to the second Liver, and so on and so forth. And the one that they did a while ago, I can't recall if it was this year or last year. I was very touched by Nara's section of the relay because she sang her heart out in that. I forgot the name of the song that she sang, but it was such an emotional song, and this was in the wake of NIJI Sanji ID merging back into NIJI Sanji, the main branch. And at one point, she basically just couldn't hold it, and she cried during the song, you know. And this is a professional singer. Like she is very, very good at singing. And she couldn't control her emotions. I really I felt bad for her, and I felt for bad for them because it was very much, that was the, I suppose that was the start of the beginning of the end. The karaoke, she shined. Yes, absolutely. So even after crying while singing that song, she had a few more songs to sing, and she crushed it. She crushed it. And of course, as we mentioned earlier in the stream, she sang a jazz version of Baka Mitai. Who'd have thunk that song could be made into such a great jazz cover? I did not expect to hear a jazz cover of Baka Mitai. And usually, look, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Before her version, I always thought, no, Baka Mitai is a guy's song. No ladies. It's like if the ladies were to sing Misty Mountains, cover Misty Mountains, you know, that Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit song, you know, far over the misty mountains cold, you know, that song. Can you imagine if it was a chorus of women doing that? Yes, it'll sound nice and pretty. That's not the point of it. It's supposed to be a dwarf song about them being in the mountains, you know. But Nara Haramao subverted all that and sang a jazz version of it, and somehow actually legit made it work. I've wondered whether to try it myself one day. I don't really have a jazz vocal background, but man, am I interested in seeing if anyone could do what she did. And of course, this was also, I believe, arranged by Rixa Durendra. Let's see. Baka mitai, baka mitai, kono damore. I mean, it helps that the Baka mitai song already has a little bit of a jazz lean to it already, because it's very lounge musicy after all. But man, Naruhamon just, man, she's so good. Baka mitai central version, especially. Yeah, Baka mitai lounge jazz version, essentially. Actually, just curious. This is something I've always wondered, actually. Honey, I'm not sure if you're Indonesian, but is there like an active jazz scene in Indonesia? Because there's, I mean, like, you know, Tulus, Naraharamau. No? There's a lot of that. So is there like a big jazz scene in Indonesia? Is there? So I'm something really, really curious about. Oh, your voice become high pitched when you sing? No. I'm just saying. I'm just wondering if I can do a jazz style song. Oh, you're not Indonesian. Oh, interesting. And yet you are like I suppose like myself, a Malaysian that really enjoys Indonesian VTuber content. Like NIJI ID was in some ways my gateway into the Indonesian VTuber scene, of which there's a lot of them. There's so many of them. It's bonkers. It is bonkers. So, where does Mama Mao fit? Is she too ooh? She's not really that ooh. I mean, she speaks 3 languages for Pete's sakes, and she's very regal. Ooh, I gotta mention. I'll be definitely mentioning Mama Maung again. Oh wait, before we get into sorting her. Let's see. Yes, Nara Haramao will be graduating 3rd September of this year. So, man, another one. Man. Okay. Let's see. Where would she be? If she was a proud pro wrestler, and yes, ladies can be pro wrestlers for certain. The Japanese women will very much tell you that. Where would they fit? I mean, first of all, she's a tiger. She is a tiger, okay? You cannot tell me she's not a tiger. Oh, I swatted it away. Mamo said, welcome to Captain Cornelius. Are you familiar with any of these lovely livers? Not Uwu. She's the daughter's chief, so she wouldn't back down from her. Ah, you're right. I actually remember about that now. Chief of a daughter. You know what? She's a powerhouse. Have you guys seen how tigers fight? It's terrifying. Their front limbs, they are shockingly flexible, even for a feline species, and they can just like paw you down. So they will absolutely pounce on you, wrestle you down. I can imagine her. Oh, she will pounce. And fling her opponents right out of the ring. Have you seen the Asian palm stream? Unfortunately, I don't think I've ever encountered that before. I only recently started watching more of her streams as of recent months. So right now she's playing like an Indonesian version of Stardew Valley. It's like Stardew Valley, but very Indonesian inspired. So she's playing a lot of that. So it feels more chill vibes right now with her. Powerhouse, let's go. Absolutely, absolutely. I can definitely imagine her being able to belly suplex people as well. So she absolutely has champion vibes all about her. Absolutely, she's got championship material written all about her for sure. Layla will win the mid-card championship. She will win like the Intercontinental Championship, North American Championship, that sort of a thing. Yeah, and she will do surprisingly well. I can say the same with Amicia as well. I can see this well. Right, right. Why will make people look good like me? Coral Island. Yes. I would like to get pounced by Mama Mao, not gonna lie. I'm sorry, I'm down bad. You will probably be sent to the local medical facility if you were to get pounced by Mama Mao. I'm pretty sure. Let's see now. Okay. And does that do it for Lan Neisan? Does that do it for Lan Neisan? So I'm pretty familiar with them. Well, 2 out of 3 of them at least. Ah, 3 Fig Light. Oh, I got a few things to say about 3 Fig Light. That's for certain. Etna, Bonivia, Siska. Etna Crimson, Bonivia Pranaja, and Siska Leontine. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Worth it, Corn. Oh God, you're so. Gateway S. Yes, honey. Gateway S. Okay, Etna. For the moment, I'll put her here. Just because I think of everyone that I think should be in to Uru, it's her. Oh gosh, where do we begin with Etna? The fact that she has, Mika, I'll get to Mika soon. Okay, we'll get there when we get there. But Etna, oh god, it's Etna. The fact that at one point, Taka at one point said that his favorite ID VTuber to watch is Etna should say a lot. Etna is a retired hero. Yes, she is the Kamen Rider of NIJI ID. Although these days she seems to be that struggling student that can never ever seem to do well in geography tests, or in her case, GeoGuessr. Oh my goodness, this girl is so funny. This girl is like, oh gosh, what is there to say about Etna Crimson? She is very much like the little sister of the group. Like, even compared to someone like this, she is somehow like even more of a, what's the word? A bochil. Yes, she is like very much the bochil of the group. I will never ever forget. Wait, I can do this. I will never forget in a GeoGuessr stream with Fataka. She was asked. She basically was like, huh? Mexico is not part of Spain. And Fataka lost it. The stream lost it. Everyone lost it. There was a whole clip made about that. She's so cute. She's such an airhead. She is like, she's such a little sweetheart. Like, I know she herself has compared herself to Amber from Genshin Impact. I mean, they're twinsies, that's for sure. But she's almost more like Klee. She's so cute. She's such a little sweetheart. She's such an airhead. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. She's such a sweetheart. Bochil? Yes. I think she counts as botchil. Edna is unhinged. I don't really watch her mapping Indonesian is living. Yes, yes. I think that's a calling card these days. Actually, she is a very good singer, no doubt, no doubt. And yes, she focuses a little bit more on quite a bit more on Indonesian. So she doesn't really mix English a lot in her stream, but she does speak English well. But you don't need to. But look, there's plenty of clips of her being subtitled in English, where she demonstrates that maybe her knowledge in geography is a few centuries too late. I think. Like, she tried to draw the map of Indonesia, and everyone and Mama Mao just could not stop laughing and just kept teasing poor Edna. She's not even a Kusogaki, she's just an airhead kaki. Exactly. And poor Edna was getting picked on by Mama Mao. Like, at one point she actually pointed at Malaysia. Hey Edna, what's this up here? Why didn't you label this? And then like Edna was like, no, it's not Indonesia. That's Singapore, right? Whilst pointing at Indonesia, at Malaysia, at Semenanjung, Malaysia, at Peninsula, Malaysia. Oh god! And you just sent Mama Mang howling even more. It was so cute. Oh my goodness me. It was so cute. Oh man, so even though there is a bit of that language barrier, because her Indonesian in particular, I have some trouble understanding. So like, let's say when Layla speaks Indonesian, I can grasp it pretty well because she will either translate into English as well, or she speaks at a slow enough pace that I can easily catch. I can say the same with Pak Taka as well. And Mama Mao. Edna is a little harder for me. But if there are clips of her, I will try my best to catch it, because God, she is so entertaining. She is so entertaining. I remember she raised Philippines out of it. Exactly, I saw that too. That was so cute. Okay. I'll take her out of Ubu jail and actually put her where she deserves to be at, okay? Where she deserves to be at. Okay. Where would she be? Let's face it, she's got the whole Kamen Rider thing going for her. You don't really see Kamen Riders pulling off suplexes, even though some of them look like they could. High flying. Nah, she's a striker. She will pull off those. Yes, she will do maybe some fast-paced moves, she'll do a flying side kick, for instance. She'll definitely pull off something like that for certain. But she's not one to do very high risk stuff. But she will absolutely karate chop you, roundhouse kick you, and if she has to, she'll do an energized flying super kick right to your face, and somehow, some way, she will explode you in a colorful array of explosions, indeed. All right, 1 second. Okie dokie. So yes, for her it's a no-brainer. She is a striker, and man, and an incredible entertainer. You know. Let me check. Oh god. Wait, with her I'm not too sure. No. Okay, no, she's not announced any graduations. I am really trying my hardest not to say the Y word. Really trying my hardest not to say the Y word. I'll leave it to you to categorize them. You know better about the rest of them. Please go ahead and make your suggestions as well. You know, please make your suggestions as well. Join in on the fun. Join in on the fun. You know, don't be shy. All right. Let's keep going. Next. Who was it that mentioned that I watch Bolivia the most? Who was it? So this, the Y word, Y-E-T. Y-E-T. So, Bolivia Pranaja. He is a fisherman. He likes fishing. In fact, I think he legit actually likes fishing. And he is very much like the guy of NIJI ID. I think even more so than Rixa. Like Rixa comes off as super cool, super chill. Bolivia is a fellow dude, absolutely a fellow dude, and probably the premier FPS player in NIJI ID. Oh my goodness! What do you mean Mekon? What does Mekon? Oh, it was. Oh, yes. It was you. No. I think it's It looks like I might be watching Bolivia the most, considering that he's a dude. I'm a dude. He's chill. I'm not, so I need to learn from him how to be chill. But no, it's not. It's not Bolivia. I respect him a lot though. Like, my God, he is such a good FPS player. Like, he can keep up with Selen Tatsuki of Obsidia in NIJI EN. Like, and this is insane actually. He confessed to her that he used to play that he used to be part of esports professionally, like a professional esports player. He confessed to her. And I think I believe that was the first time that he confessed to her. So I actually was live on that stream. So it was quite a trip to see all that. And it was amazing to see him pulling off his skills. I swear this happened. And I swear this clip exists. It's a clip. Basically what happened was, it is 1v4 in Valorant. And somehow, some way, all the 4 enemies were in one corridor facing him, or at least in front of him, and he hit shots all 4 of them with sheer instinct alone. Pop, 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 and wins the round like that. 4 perfectly positioned hit shots in a row. Those who have played Valorant know that is a tall order to pull off. Hello back. Welcome to Cafe Cornelius. How are you? I might look for the. It'd be much appreciated if you can find it actually, and just at least send me the title of it and copy and paste it in the chat, because I tried to find it before. I swear it exists. I swear he's done that before. Regardless of whether he's done that before, he is a damn good player. He can keep up with Selen and Apex for Pete's sakes. So he's damn good. And man. So he's also one of those that speaks a lot of English as well on his streams. So he's very easy for an international audience to get into, actually. I'm eating a very unhealthy supper. My dear. Come. At least wash it down with something. Let me get something. Let me get a cup of tea for you. Alright, here you are. A cup of tea for you, Nomo. Please. Do also have something healthy to go along with it, to balance things out. There you are, my dear. There you are. Alright. Back to it. Interesting. So where do we put Big Man Bonnie? So if you enjoy FPS playing, he's the one to go for. In fact, let me just check it right now. You're very welcome, Nomu. Okay, he's not part of the 2 graduation letters of announcement. Alright, alright. Okay, where are we thinking? On one hand, it really does seem like he would fit into the powerhouse thing, isn't it now? Striker, maybe. I can see that. I could see that. On the other hand, the man does enjoy his tactics. I mean, he has one of his alternative outfits is literally like something right out of Special Forces. Oh, and Bonnie is friends with Sunny, right? Yes, Sunny Briscoe. Yes, they actually knew each other before they both entered NIJI Sanji. So that was actually really, really cool, actually. Must be from the esports days, if I had to guess. Like long-time friends before NIJI. Yes, yes. I think, if I'm not wrong, have they already done an off collab with each other? I'm actually not sure. But that's pretty cool. So, but where would he fit in? You know what? I think maybe he belongs in all, huh? Switching styles every time. I mean, I can say the same for a lot of the folks here. Like, I can definitely see someone like Miyu being able to be quite versatile. So it's more of it's not that a striker can't do high flying, or a powerhouse can't do high flying, or a grappler can't do high flying, even though us grapplers have dignity. It's more of what do you lean into more, you know? What do you lean into more? Like, I'm not a pure grappler. I will absolutely elbow your face if given the chance. Now, what do you lean more? And I think Mr. Bonbon here, Mr. Bunny, Mr. Bonnivier, striker. A striker. He's a tactical striker. He's one of those big men that prefers to punch you than suplex you. He's one of those big men that prefers to knee you in the face than to do a top rope splash. I don't think any off collabs. I'm fairly certain that he has gone to visit Sunny at least. I'm fairly certain he's done so, or will be doing so. Let's see now. I am imagining a whole animated scene of him just punching. Oh, exactly. Pinpoint precisions indeed. All right. Oh, we only have 7 more. We only have seven more. All right. Oh, wait. Let me just check. Okay. Next up, the final member of Terrific Light, the 4th wave, Siska Leontine. Interesting. Siska Leontine. I believe is she a security guard VTuber? I think she's like it's either a security guard or like a security officer. Something like that. With that being said, the thing I know most best about her is that she has something for bad boys. And look at Rixa. I almost want to put them together here, just because they look very cute. They've made a freaking music video together, for Pete's sakes. So they look very cute together. It's that whole good girl, bad boy sort of a vibe they have. Except the good girl really has a thing for Rixa, and Rixa is like a little bit bewildered. If you know that clip, you know that clip. That's all I'm going to say about it. Yes, security guard. I love DGID sometimes, because it's like art student, freelance artist, businessman, tiger, security guard. Oh my goodness. Though she has a hell of a voice as well, absolutely. But unfortunately, I don't really watch too much of her. But I do remember her being very good in English as well. Let me check something. Yes. Siska Leontine graduated 15th June this year. Siska and Bon is also... Really? Siska and Bon? Really? Why Siska and Bon? I've always seen it as more... Siska Rixa. But again, I really don't want to say too much about Siska because that would be unfair to her. I don't really know her too well, you know? I don't really know her too well. It's actually kind of wild that, you know, yes, it's 19 members, but I actually can say a good bit more about a majority of them, actually. So, you know, but not all, because, I really... Okay. Put it this way. This is... Okay, to give you guys a little bit of context, this is how many I follow. So, in very general terms... Whole Life, specifically Whole Life English, Whole Life JP I follow somewhat. Whole ID I follow quite a lot. NIJI ID, NIJI EN, My Holo TV. Recently Prism Project, Project Hikayat. Rememories. I gotta give a shout out to Papa Rainley's group Rememories. Let's see now. Oh, do I follow any other agencies? Like, I'm talking about just agencies alone, yeah? Yeah. 9 agencies. Or rather, 9 branches, at least. That's a lot. That is a lot. So yeah, I really spread myself very, very thin here. So no, I can't follow everyone from Prism Project or NIJI ID. Should I actually do more of these sorting streams with other agency VTubers? Would that be something that would interest you? Yeah, feel free to make some suggestions in the chat if you so wish. So, Siska, she's a security guard, eh? Oh. You know what? As a security guard, she needs to, you know, be able to balance out being able to, you know, take down the perps effectively, but without, you know, inflicting too much pain. I mean, Siska has like that siblings vibe. Ah, yes, I do think so. It's saturated. It's oversaturated. There's so many. And the reason why I'm following so many is because I want to understand the scene better. So I really, really do my research, in case if it's not obvious here. I really enjoy doing my research, and I really like to delve into these things so I have a better understanding of the scene. I mean, like, I run a pro wrestling game show after all, so I really do try to explore my options there. You know? So I actively seek out interesting potential participants for it. Oopsie. So Siska is a grappler. She will have the grappling skills to get you down the ground, and there's a chance to pin you for the 1, 2, 3. She will take it. She will take it. But if she has to like put you in a hammerlock position to subdue you, she will do so indeed. So I can definitely see her as being a bit of a grappling specialist for sure, where she will prefer not to put you through a table, prefer not to break your jaw. She'll prefer to take you down as nicely as possible. I can't imagine Siska fighting honestly, so I don't know. Oh, you know something about Siska that I do not. Interesting. Okay. Let us go on to the next wave, shall we? Let's see now. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one. Let me arrange it. Serenade. Nagisa Arcinia, Derem Cardo, and Reza Evan Luna, aka Ejak. To this day, I have no idea why Reza is called Ejak. No clue. None whatsoever. I'll be talking a little bit about Ejak in due time. But first, Nagisa. I think she's a mangosteen VTuber. I think that's what she is. She actually does something very interesting. I don't think she does it anymore, but she actually used to do fruit sampling streams. Like, she'll actually get all sorts of fruit and taste it and tell you what she thinks. So you can almost like learn from her what the different types of fruit are. I remember that at one point she actually did a stream all about dates. Kumar. Am I saying that right? Kumar? Kamor? No. What was it? I could have thought it was dates. You guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. So yeah, she actually sampled a different variety of different varieties of dates actually. So that was pretty educational. That was really interesting. And yeah, she looks lolly. She looks lolly. Anak kecil si manggis. Yes, betul. I mean, tengok muka ni. Ni kayak manggis. Kurma. Ah yes, tengok. I said Kumar. I know some Kumars, but no, I'm not. But to consider them as dates will be just a bit of a misnomer indeed. Yes, lucu banget lah Nagisa. Tapi satu sebab Lius nonton tidak kerap nonton Nagisa sebab yalah rupanya sedikit lolly. You know, I'm an older man. I'm an older man after all, so I tend to be a bit careful with that sort of a thing. Nagisa is filled with violence inside. Yeah, is there something that I should know about her? Is there something I should know about her? Kumar is that comedian. Yes. And he's also that guy who tried to go to White Castle. You know, Kumar is a fairly common name after all. But she is very much a sweetheart. She actually speaks pretty good English, actually. I remember watching her doing a free talk stream and she was speaking a good bit of English. And so, yeah. So don't be afraid to approach her. Approach her indeed. Let's face it. It looks like she would fit into 2 no wrestling, right? It looks like she would very, very much be in this section. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. I think she may be the Lolita who looks really cute but will absolutely destroy you. Yeah, it looks like it. You're right. You're absolutely right. So she will be the little Lolita powerhouse. It's better that you don't know. Just be careful with Nagisa. Oh gods. What has she done? Oh gods. And this is why she's a powerhouse. She's that little pint-sized monster that doesn't look like she could suplex you, but somehow you'll be looking up at the lights and smashes your head into the ground. She somehow is able to carry you and powerbomb you through a table. It doesn't seem physically possible, but she can do it. So she's a small package, big lifts. Luak, selamat datang. Hello there. It's alright. You can see what we have here. Ultimate Clips, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. It's been a while, my dear. How are you? How are you? As you can see, we are sorting them into their specialities. Well, no, but don't get it twisted. Just because you're a high flyer doesn't mean you can't throw a good super kick. Just because you're a grappler doesn't mean you can't be a powerhouse. Hana being high flyer gonna be taking her making those goblin sounding noises when jumping. Exactly. She is a high flyer, but not a pretty looking one. Like she is one of those that will like she's one of those that will do, like, if you know what a Thez press is, she will do a top rope Thez press and then start raining down punches. Utter nonsense like that. She will set up the table and put you on there and try to do a top rope splash onto you from it, but she will be the one going through the table instead. Yes, pint-sized monster indeed. She'd be like, I am Nagisa. Yeet. Hannah's like a jockey or hunter from left. I wasn't going to say that, but yeah. I mean, she is like part Musang, right? She's part Civet. So, yeah, like a Luwak. Like a Luwak indeed. Next, this is an interesting one. Derem. I remember, actually, you want, let me check this right now. What is Derem? What is Derem? At least when I see Nagisa, she's clearly a little mangosteen girl. But what the hell is Derem? Because I remembered when she debuted. She had bandages. She had like bandages on her head. Oh, she's a magical girl. I don't understand the bandages then. Like at one point, like her bandages will actually cover like her entire forehead. Her hair, quote unquote hair, would be pink ribbons. Luwak gang, yes indeed. You are part of a Hanamakia's Luwak gang, where y'all will fly around, but it will look grimy AF. Reminds me of the girl who kept getting bullied by goats before brutally cooking the goats. What? What the hell are you saying? Goats? Okay, back to the stream. Darren also speaks pretty good English as well, so hers is quite international friendly as well. Sadly, I don't know too much about her, but she seems like a very lovely lass. Enjoys playing Minecraft a lot. So if you enjoy Minecraft, she's the girl for you. Let's see, where would she fit? Magical girl, likes Minecraft. Let's see. I think she's a high flyer. Yeah, she's a high flyer indeed. She's a high flyer indeed. She used a magic to do some complex lucha style maneuvers. Tijeras, tope con hilo, tornillos, all that jazz. 1 second. Apologies. Apologies, folks. The sniffles are coming back. Great. Oh man. Apologies. Maho Shoujo, I think she's uwu. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that. And you might be wondering, why is this empty so far? there are some candidates here that seems to fit into Uwu. I mean, for Pete's sakes, I actually put her here initially, right? But no. I will explain why. I'll explain why soon. Oh, go man. I think I need to pour myself a little bit of hot water. Ayo panas. Oh man. Oh, actually, you know what really inspired me to want to make this in the first place? Do you know what it is? So as many of you know, I went to Jakarta for Komifuro, right? So it's like an animangaki sized anime convention in Indonesia. And I went there meaning to check out the VTuber section, and there were a lot of VTuber booths there. A lot, more than 10, easily more than 10. Of course, the agents that really showed up big were, you know, folks like Mahapancha. Rememories had a surprisingly large booth as well, and of course, Hololive had some live performances, you know, like when Kobo sang Asmara. God, it shook the building. It shook the entire warehouse-sized building. There was one glaring omission, and that was NIJI ID. I was shocked that there was barely any merch sold. I saw more. There was far more NIJI EN merch being sold than NIJI ID. I found one booth for one booth that was selling NIJI ID merch. Most of the others that was selling NIJI merch was Luxium. Oh, are you doing heel or face for the NIJI as well? No. That's not what this is. That's not what this is about. It's about identifying what's the speciality. What's the speciality? In my mind, all of these are faces. All of these are heroes in my eyes. These are folks that I really greatly look to and look up to and inspired by. You know, so they're all faces, heroes in my eyes. You know, Taka, he's like me. You know, he's got a fairly deep voice as well that he seemed to struggle with initially, but he has blossomed into this incredible vocalist. Mama Mao, she bears her soul when she sang. You know, and not afraid to show emotion. Edna just having a variety of really incredibly creative streams, and really pushing the boundaries of what you can do creatively, and Madam Layla, she is, you know, she's amazing at what she does, and she keeps at it. You know, she has never swayed away from being a comfy tuber, you know, and she stuck to her guns for a long time. You know, I greatly respect that. She wanted to be more on the educational side as far as VTubing goes. NIJI ID is very underrated. It doesn't help that the main company doesn't care. Sad to say. Zenko, hey Zenko, it's been a while. How are you? Welcome to Cafe Cornelius. Amazing folks in NIJI ID. I love Edna's content so much. Same. We had a blast talking about her geography streams, her GeoGuessr streams. Your perseverance is very much commendable. Yeah, but you know, as much as they've tried to persevere, I think there was a tweet made by, was it Siska or Azura? I think it was Siska. No wait, no, it was Azura. I think. That was quite heartfelt. She found a NIJI ID Tumblr, and she basically, essentially, the tweet was, "I can't hold on to the past anymore, and I have to move on," because at one point, all she was doing was holding on to the past. So I get it. I get why some of them want to move on. You know, I get it. Yeah. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm trying to do some interesting stuff here and there, like making this sorting stream. I won't even. I know it says here tier maker, but let's face it. I'm not saying who's the best or who's the worst. So I'm going to make it very clear here. High flyer does not mean the best. Powerhouse does not mean the worst. In fact, I could do this right now. No. I can do this right now. And it does not change anything. It was Azura. No. So all these can be seen equally. All these can be seen equally. So yes. All right, let's move on to Ejak. Okay. Sorry, honey, you just mentioned. Hesky. Wait, sorry, Hesky. I didn't realize. I didn't greet you. You are sneaky. You said bless you. Thank you, Hesky. Thank you. I didn't notice you were there. I didn't notice you were here. Okay. Ejak. Someone mentioned that he is that it's short for Eja. What does that mean? Oh, it's like what kind of wrestler VTubers, right? Yes. I've done something like this before, but for people who have submitted their PNGs to me. This is specifically for NIJI Sanji Indonesia. Have you heard of these folks before, Zenko? Oh wait, it was Kudu, right? Kudu. So this is for NIJI Sanji Indonesia. This is a branch from NIJI Sanji that I greatly admire. So this is sort of my way of commemorating them, memorializing them in my stream. You know. Siska. Sorry. Darren. Okay, no, nothing announced. Okay. Next up is Ejak. I'm not sure exactly what he is, but I consider him the Eja is too oofers. Oh god. Is it fair to say that he is the of NIJI Sanji Indonesia? Is he the of DGID? Because he's got a whole like a singing bad boy thing going along. Is that what he is? I heard about them. They're cool. It doesn't mean anything. Just a corruption of the sound. Reza, Reja, Eja, Ejak. Oh god, his naming convention is like a dog. Like a dog. That's it. Oh god. Because I know some dogs. That's exactly what they go from. They're like, it goes from Marceline to Marcy to Marma to you little something like that. So that's what he is. Why was this sensory? Let's face it, because Ajax is a little bit of a because like if there's anyone who's a bit of a a bit of a, I suppose, a bit of a sex idol in NIJI. It's kind of Asia, isn't it? Kind of Asia. Like he's the guy with the guitar. He's the guy with the guitar, for Pete's sakes. And my God, he's good at singing. What do you mean? I guess I know I'm right. Like he did this. Now when you think he doesn't like woo the ladies? Yes, he woos the ladies. In fact, Ajak here has one of my favorite original Niji Sanji songs. In fact, it's not even his most popular one. He is a he made Sampai Rembulan dan Kembali. That is one of my favorite Niji songs ever. Ever. And it's a long one too, at 5 minutes. But it's got that. If he's good at guitar, he will be striking and goes on. Exactly, exactly. So Sampai Rembulan Kembali is like, it's got that classic Tulus vibes. If you know what is who is Tulus, exactly that sort of song, which I really, really enjoy. So that song, like, oh, really, really impressed me. You know, it's so good. It's such chill vibes, and his covers are really good. Like his like he really got to show off his boy band vibes when he was in the karaoke relay. You know, I think he sang a Japanese version of Sampai Rembulan dan Kembali, or something like that. His original, yes, his lullaby is also really, really good too. You know, and this man here, man, and he does tabletop streams as well, which is, oh my goodness, there's a reason why I'm very hesitant to join those sort of streams or to even make one myself, is because those are extremely involved. Even a simple one, even let's say like a one-shot thing that doesn't span a long while, those take forever to plan for and to do, you know. Why don't you cover the songs? I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. He sang the Japanese version? Ah, lovely, lovely. Actually, let me check something. Is he like a... Does he have anything else about him? Oh, 1 second. No, not much else, not much else. Not much else. Oh, he was part of... Is he part of... Did he also sang Odd Venture? I forgot to mention all that, didn't I? I forgot to mention all that. So there was that series of songs... where... I forgot what's it called. I think it was that part of that Virtual Voyage release. Yeah. Virtual Voyage. And so he sang Odd Venture, which is a really, really good song. He sang it with Layla and Hannah as well. That's a good idea. I want to hear you sing, Cord. Oh, God. I am so hesitant about that. I know. I am still missing... I haven't fulfilled one of the wishes yet by Kuri. I can't recall which episode it was, but Kuri wanted me to do a karaoke stream. I still haven't delivered on that yet because, gods, I know I have the voice and the chops for it, but I need to prep more. I need to prep more for it. I want to hear you karaoke to the songs. I'm sure they'll all be delighted. I will admit, I am quite careful when it comes to copyright. Apologies. Apologies for that. Yeah, a series of original songs that came out from all of their NIJI anniversary. Yes, I do think so. So that's part of the Virtual Voyage album, if I'm not wrong. Really, really good stuff, actually. I love the fact that there's such great camaraderie. That's actually a really fun, good thing about NIJI. There's such great camaraderie. Even with the other with the groups, so to the point where I'm actually not very familiar with their generation names, like with DGEN, I very much think Etheria, Obsidia, Noctix. Until quite recently, I wasn't even very aware of their wave names at all, because they kept intermingling with each other so much. My favorite is Conquer the Night and Odd Venture. Yes, Conquer the Night. Yes. I can't. What's it? La 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 la. And of course, I forgot the name of that song. It's the one that goes, Jangan biarkan orang mencaburi urusanmu. Yeah, that song is great as well. Everything out of Virtual Voyage is excellent stuff indeed. Excellent stuff indeed. Okay. I really want to. I really, really want to. Should I? Should I? I mean, I guess I could have one exception. If I had to pick as to where he could be, Mr. Boy Toy himself definitely is a little bit more of your traditional grappler. I think it will be more of a grappler. If I had to put him in one of the wrestling specialties, it'll probably be grappler. He'll be one of those pretty boys that will do like old school wrestling stuff. So he'll wrestle around, but he'll like strike a pose here and there because he has a guitar and he will flex for the ladies. But for the most part, he is too woo. He will be the one woo. And finally, they're like a big family, but without the negativity. That's what makes NIJI stood out. They don't really have any drama. I don't want to compare groups like that because I don't think that's fair to anyone. But without a doubt, there is definitely a lot of camaraderie here. Absolutely, absolutely, there's a lot of camaraderie. Hey, first to be Uwu. Someone's gotta be here. Okay. Down to the final three. And this final three is... It's quite special to me because this is the when I started watching NIJI is roughly when these three debuted. So I knew about youre. In fact, I only recently found out how to say their freaking name. Like, wait, what? I at one point I thought they were called Switch. No, or 6WS. I didn't understand that at first, but now I understand. Oh, it's a reference to get well soon. GWS. Hyuna Elatiora. Zia Ekavira. And Mika Malatika. And I suppose they are the final wave in NIJI Sanji Indonesia. Ooh. Oh, water? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the water. I will lap it up from the ground after this. Oh, right. One more thing. Let's see. Reza Eva Luda is graduating 30th September. So, couple months away. It's very, very unfortunate. So, Hyuna Elatiora. Hyuners. Hyun. Doctor. Hyun. I've got a lot to say about Hyuna Elatiora. Out of everyone here, surprisingly, I watch her the most. When she's on stream, very, very likely when she is live, I am there. You might actually see my name pop up from time to time there. Like, when I work out, if she's live, I will put her on. That might not be a very good idea because when she talks, she says some very funny and ridiculous things. So can you imagine? I'm trying to like bench press something close to my body weight, and she says something funny. I go you know, something like that. So yeah. I am surprised actually. In some ways, you shouldn't be surprised that I watch her the most. And I think it's because, and I hate to say it, oh God, I hate to say it, but she and I are sort of from the same generation. So a lot of the stuff that she says, I very much identify with. You know? So she's not a young presenting chap like Nagisa. In fact, she's in some ways like the honorary member of Lanesan, actually. She could have been the fourth member. Just imagine it's funny. I think the reason why she is my... I don't want to say Oshi, but she's definitely the one I watch the most out of everyone here. Why the one I jive with the most? It's because like she just talks up a storm. I tend to watch free talk streams the most, just because I'm always doing something. So a good accompaniment for that, you know what? Guess what? Zatsudans, and she does a lot of Zatsudans. And she does illustration streams as well, which might as well be half Zatsudan streams as two. And it helps that out of everyone here, besides Mika and maybe Hannah, she speaks the most English. Shut up, Nobu. I'm not old. I am a broji-san. Yeah, broji-san. She moved in with Nara, right? Yes. Oh wow, honey, you know about that? Yes, she moved in with Nara. Well, that's really interesting. So that's pretty cool. Oh man, there was this one fan art of Doctor and Mama Mao that absolutely sent me. It's basically an illustration of the both of them. You see their backs, but their tails are twirled together. I thought to myself, wait, what? And I found what's worse than hand holding. What is more lewd than hand holding? freaking tail holding. Holy shit. That was just, that sent me. Not OG-san, Broji-san. BROJISAN. I am the in-between of a bro and an OG-san. I am a Broji-san, okay? I will admit, I'm a bit more seasoned. But I am not that. But I'm also quite a lad at the same time. I'm very laddish, you will be surprised. So I am the in-between. I am the best of both worlds, like Miley Cyrus. I think. At least young Miley Cyrus. No, I never heard of Bruce. I invented it. Okay, that's why you never heard of it, because I invented the term. So, yes, I made a new word. Rejoice. Rejoice in learning. Not a problem, Kuru. Not a problem. Have a lovely night. Have a lovely night. I think you... I am not in my late 30s. Do I come off like I'm in my late 30s? No. I do not think so. Have a lovely night, Kuru. So... Doctor has actually accompanied me in a lot of stuff that I've done, you know? So I forgot. So it is... Man, it has been a heavy heart that I also have to say that she is graduating 29th October. When I found out that she is also going to graduate, man, I mean, I saw it coming, but it still hurts. Still hurts, man. In fact, let me show you something that I made for her. You're not in your phone. No! What? How dare you? How very dare you? What about me comes off like I'm in my 40s? What about it? It makes me come off like I'm in my 40s. I am a bona fide, certified, 100% Bro G-san. Disappointing. I am the disappointment to you. Alright. Let me show something now before I lose my temper. Wait, you're in your mid-20s? No, I'm not in my mid-20s either. I'm in my early 30s, you madman. Okay. I'm going to show something now. Let me just get it for you. I'll show something that I made when I found out that youre was graduating. There we are. I made this. Surprisingly, that's younger than my... What do you mean, parents? What do you mean, parents? Of course I'm younger than your parents. Of course I'm younger than your parents. I play Honkai Star Rail. I'm talking about VTubers here. Yes, I'm younger and more youthful than your parents. Not there's anything wrong with that. But clearly, I still have a spring in my step. Clearly. Oh, Pete 6. So yes, I made this for Doctor. I don't know if she's seen it, but that's kind of why I captured it this way. Because I can absolutely hear her say, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I can absolutely hear her say this. Doctor. So I think that sort of explains why, because I know that, Mika speaks, almost entirely in English these days, right? But I can say the same with Hyuna as well. And nothing against Mika. Absolutely nothing against Mika. I just ended up gravitating more towards Hyuna. Obviously Mika is the more popular VTuber. Don't get me wrong. I can acknowledge that. But, I go for what suits me more as opposed to what's more popular in the sense, The butler choice for your character is making you feel older than you. There are young butlers as well, you know. A butler does not necessarily mean that you are a withering old man. Pete's sakes. I am unappreciated in my lifetime, I swear. I swear. But yeah, 29 October. I don't know if I'll be emotionally ready. I hope I am. I hope I am. But you know, what's the word? I am hoping, you know, not. I mean, the fact that she's moving in with Nara, that's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, they done stuff already, you know. Nara, Zia, and Hyuna, they did a off collab karaoke stream actually. They sang some stuff that was very interesting. Let's put it that way. I learned of a song called Makhluk Tuhan Paling Seksi. I was like, what? What? Makhluk Tuhan Paling Seksi? That's an actual song? That's an actual song title? I mean, what the Yes, Nomu. They sang a song, a rather popular Indonesian song that came out about a decade ago, called Makhluk Tuhan Paling Seksi. Remember, Indonesia has a lot of things, including dangdut and koplo. So yeah. Katie, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while, Katie. Damn, no wrestling for Reza. I mean, I'm still a bit torn. I want to put him as a grappler, but it kind of makes sense for Ijak of all folks to be in the 2 uwu, right? 2 uwu. Okay, I mean, I'm sure his screaming female fans will be very happy that he's 2 uwu for wrestling. Okay, his beautiful face won't be beat up. That's an old song, Corn. You didn't know it? No, I didn't know it. Okay. I know some Bahasa songs, but not that many. Tuhan kenapa boleh seksi? No, bukan Tuhan yang seksi. Makhluk Tuhan paling seksi. Okay, bukan Tuhan yang seksi. Makhluk Tuhan yang seksi. Dangdut is... Oh, so that's what it takes for you to comment, Envy. Huh? That's what it takes for you to comment. Dangdut. Hiya. Why you think with your family jewels? Why you can't think with your brain? You exercise your family jewels more than your brain. Such is the state of society now. Yes, makhluk Tuhan. What is creature? Makhluk is creature. That's a Malaysian word, by the way. Okay, you can't say it's an Indonesian word. Yes, thank you for the translation, honey. I'm a big supporter of Dangdut. So, a bigger supporter than me? A bigger supporter than me? Envy, is that what you're saying? My word. Dangdut, let's go. Oh my god. Yeah, I've seen some Dangdut videos and yeah, it's wild. You can argue like that's one of the biggest differences between Malaysia and Indonesia. Dangdut. Like, ay caramba. Not wrong though. If Dangdut is not best, then why I keep seeing Jadak Jaduk on TikTok? What's Jadak Jaduk? Dangdut off, let's go. Dangdut off with who? Apa tu Dangdut? Wow, no, way to go to expose yourself that you are really Malaysian. Just Just Google it, Nomu. And mind you, Maklutuhan Paling Sexy is not necessarily dangdut, but it's got the vibes. It's got the vibes. So yeah, the three ladies had a lot of fun. You know, they were being girls. They were being like, they were having like girl time, singing songs, singing sexy songs. Like let's just say that Nara, yeah, Mama Maung can sing Maklutuhan Paling Sexy, and like ay 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 ay. I don't want to get off your live just to search for it. I don't mind you leaving, you know, for a few seconds. Yo, Nara's King Koplo is version popped off. Oh yeah, she does. She has done that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Why are we talking about Koplo and Dangdut all of a sudden? Okay, Baklutuhan Paling Sexy is not even a Dangdut song. It's Middle Eastern vibes. Did Mama Maung give it Dangdut vibes when she sang it? Yes, yes. But my goodness. So yeah, it was pretty unexpected to see a karaoke stream out of Doctor's channel, but it's a welcome surprise indeed. Malaysia also has dangdut genre, to be honest, but not that famous. Exactly. Whereas when we say dangdut, let's face it, even a Malaysian will think of the stuff happening in Indonesia, don't we? So, have I said enough? Have I said all I can say about Hyuna? Man. Me giving away I'm Malaysian. The fact that you don't know what is dangdut kind of gives it away. Kind of. I know what it is. Mainly because I'm familiar with Indonesian stuff. I might have missed the off collab stream, Corn. Can you share the link? I want to listen. Just go to it's literally titled Ngamen. Ngame. It's one of the most recent streams from Hyona's channel. Yeah, it should be very easy to find. Mbak Nara and Layla with the Bakso Store Koplo King cover. Ah, yes. They did. They both did that indeed. It was very cute. Very cute. So I'm hoping for more stuff between I'm hoping for more off collab content between Mama Maung and Doctor indeed. One of my favorite things actually. One of my favorite VTuber trope things. It's an uncommon trope. I love it when there are like two VTubers in the same room. One of them is streaming and the other might be doing something, and you just hear the background noise. You know, like there's this one my good friend Ichiroku. I think she still bunks with Rhea Corey. So when Rhea is doing some stuff, you will hear in the background Ichiroku like, what are you doing? Ayo, why are you so silly? You know, like that. So it's really cute. So I really love that camaraderie. You know, I really enjoy that. So I'm definitely hoping for more tail holding sessions between these two. Indeed. Yeah, I need to give it as I know. I know. Yeah. Silence. Oh, on the channel, I'll check it out. I don't really watch it. Yeah. So yeah, that's why. I think that's why you didn't notice it, because it's on Hyona's channel. You don't expect karaoke streams on Hyona's channel at all. So where would she be? She's a panther. So you know, panthers can be pretty strong as well. But maybe she's more of a... Oh, I remember. Yeah, I can still keep on going about Doctor, just because, oh my goodness, she has a dog. Her dog named Boss. The only games I know are the ones that people from outside Malaysia play the most. Ah, okay. So she has a dog named Boss. Like one of the most fun things about Hyona's channel, at least like in the past, is that she has a big black dog named Boss, and it's with a heavy heart I must announce that I must relay the news that she has because she has to move in with Nara, she has to leave Boss behind with her family, and she used to spoil Boss so much. Like you will hear, like hear all the dog noises because Boss will literally be under her feet or something while she is streaming. It's so cute. It's so cute. But Boss is an old dog, so it's best if Boss stays with her family. So, oh man, I'm gonna miss Boss. You think she's a striker? I think she's a striker as well. But she's gonna play dirty. She is a dirty striker. She will absolutely kick you when she's on the ground. She'll absolutely pounce on you. And if you're a smaller person, she will flatten you. If she's a big person, she will hold on to you and keep punching you while she holds on to you, So she might just be the dirtiest player in the game. Maybe. So finally, I managed to sort Doctor. Yes, indeed. 1 second. Let me just do some stuff here. What are you freaked out for, no? Should have realized that Doctor here, I think she's one of the ones in NIJI that swears the hardest. Yeah, she swears hard. I like that. Next up, Zia Ekavira. She's like a scientist VTuber, if I'm not wrong. But I think the thing that she's most well known for is that she's actually a very good musician. That guitar you hear in that off collab, in that Ngamen off collab with Nara, Zia, and Hyuna. That guitar is played by Zia. I can almost guarantee it actually. Like she can play a lot of instruments. I think she's actually made a song for Hyuna at one point. So she's very good at making music actually. So she's a musical powerhouse indeed. And quite interestingly, Gateway S, this wave, 2 out of 3 of them uses an incredible amount of English, but not Zia. Zia is definitely very, very Indonesian centric. I think she even has done Arabic streams before. In fact, she's done Arabic streams before. If I'm not wrong. Regardless, she's definitely made some really, really good music as well. Let me check. Where is she? No, she hasn't yet. Damn it, I just used the word yet. Damn it, I was trying to avoid saying that term for the longest of times. Damn it. Oh, man. But yes, Zia. So yeah, I'm not too familiar with her indeed. Oh, she's a chemist. All right. She is a chemist. Let's see now. Where should I categorize her? Where should I sort her into? I think she will be in High Flyer. Zia is a high flyer. She's quite intelligent, great musician. I can see why you would think of her as a high flyer, but ultimately, grappler. She is quite the traditional gal, from what I can tell, and so she will use that vast knowledge of chemistry in order to pull out complex wrestling holes. So she would be a grappler. And finally, Mika Malatika. And if I'm not wrong, and let me check this here. I don't need to say much about Mika Malatika, is it? She is a kuntilana, or as we call it here in Malaysia, a pontianak. And if I'm not wrong, yep, she is the most subscribed NIJI Sanji ID VTuber. Even more so than Hana Makia, actually. I think this is a recent... Has she overthrown her recently? I can't tell. But she has. Mika is really unique because, like, I mean, even, yes, she used English a lot from the very beginning, but she's also interacted a lot with NIJI EN as well. A lot with NIJI EN, in fact. So much so that actually I wonder if some folks even know if she's an Indonesian VTuber sometimes. Yeah, it might be hard to tell. Sometimes. And she's great. No, don't get me wrong. She's absolutely great. She is a lot more chaotic. She's like, in some ways, the chaotic version of Hyuna, actually. Very much the chaotic version of Hyuna. She says all sorts of nonsense. Hey, I can't put it back down here anymore? Really? Oh, come on! I'll just put you in as a placeholder for now. So yeah, she will really, she's a lot more chaotic, actually. And she can actually sing pretty good. I like, she's done a cover, what is it called? That B-boy song. Yeah, she did a really good B-boy song with Zia, actually, at one point. So, yeah, so she's got all... So her doxxing streams get wild. She goes absolutely bonkers. So stuff that you hear out of her streams gets pretty bonkers as well. So hats off to her for, you know, being able to achieve all that, even though she is in a branch that is, well, no longer a branch in a way. You know, gotta give it up to her. Gotta give it up to her indeed. But where at? Maybe Powerhouse? Why so? State your case, Numu. Why Mika Malatka a Pontianak? A powerhouse. I mean, yes, she's a Pontianak. In fact, I believe she is a red Pontianak. A red Kuntilanak. So she's the most dangerous type of Kuntilanak. But is she actually the most dangerous? She's like one of the most bullyable members in NIJI ID for certain. Chaotic nature. Exactly. So she's got that big nail in the head as well. So I wonder if she wants to use that as a weapon. I mean, if a Kuntilang is anything like a Pontianak, I mean, surely she's a high flyer. Surely she's a high flyer. You know, she can fly. She's a Kuntilana, for Pete's sake. She should be able to fly, right? You know, I can imagine her flying around the ring and then taking out her the nail out of her head and then stabbing it with people. Nasty business, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So yes, indeed. And there you have it, folks. There you have it. In the grappling specialty, Chia, Azura, Siska, Shia. Striker, Taka, Miyu, Etna. Bonbon, Hyun. High Flyer, Hana, Rai. Layla, Derem, Mika. Powerhouse, Zia, Rixa, Nara, Nagisa. 2 no wrestling! Eja, ayo, lucu banget lah Eja ni, ayo, tampan banget dia ni. Mas ni tampan banget, takut nak bergulat, lucu banget. There you have it, folks. There you have it. I'm gonna download this. There you have it, folks. There you have it. Rather bittersweet, all this. Rather bittersweet. Oh, hey. What's that for, Envy? What's that for? Are you guys satisfied with this? Mika just gonna float away and not fight. You know, I can definitely see that. She's like, I don't wanna fight and float away. And then meantime, Nagisa will be like grabbing her foot and like she's trying to fly away, and Mika's like, no, let me go. And Nagisa will be like, I'ma bring you down to my world, and like start like tossing her left and right. Completely. Why are you scared? Don't be scared. No scare, only mod. Take that. So yes indeed, man. Yeah, I can see some of these some interesting matchups indeed. You know, can you imagine Chia wrestling against the powerhouse that is Mamaon? Can you imagine Hyuna attempting to wrestle against the high-flying, weird-ass antics of Hanamakia? Can you imagine this chemist grappler basically just bullying poor Ejak? Hey, stop that. Just open your arms and close your eyes. Fine. Come on, get over it. Yeah, don't give me cat diseases, okay? I already have a stuffy nose as is. I don't need more cat hair to be flying around in my cafe. Thank you. But yes, here we are. Evil? Me? Thank you. I am. I try. So, I was actually going to say something about wanting to keep Uno wrestling bare, because I want to basically make a point that stop it! I'm making a speech here. I'm speeching, guys. I basically want to make a point that all of them are wrestlers. All of them are fighters. You know, they are stuck on for so long, made such excellent content that will still stand the test of time, where many folks will not and never will forget them for very, very good reasons. But yeah, we're gonna have one tiny little cute exception, because if anything that the NIJI lads are known for, I mean, like, they'll do freaking funeral streams, for Pete's sake, when someone's graduating. They will absolutely literally bury them in the ground in a Minecraft funeral stream, just to get things done, you know, just to get it done. So yes, Ejak is too ooh. I hope you guys can give them the support that they so greatly deserve, you know. No, just pick one. I mean, just from this alone, this 19 alone, there is a great variety. Something for everybody. Something for everybody. That's what NIJI is known for, right? Something for everybody. And that adage is absolutely true, even amongst this bunch here. Okay. And that will conclude this stream, folks. Also, I guess one small announcement I would like to make is that I'm actually appearing in a crab game stream tomorrow. Actually, I'm appearing in a crab game stream tomorrow. It is organized by HobbyCon Malaysia, actually. So you might just see me there. Here is the link. So I do hope you can go and check me out and see if you can spot me there. It's been a while since I played a crab game collab, so let's see how that goes. I look forward to it. Indeed. If I had a salute post, I will absolutely do it. So now, this is what I'll do. Thank you, NIJI Sanji ID. You guys are one of my first gateways into the world of VTubing. And you guys, in some ways, my gateway into Indonesian VTubing as well. Although I do think that this is a bit of a sunset time for NIJI ID, does not mean that you guys will be forgotten. Thank you. Thank you. Mina, Cafe Cornelius is now closing shop. But may Cafe Cornelius never close in your heart. Losokare Mina, Losokare NIJI Sanji ID, and have a lovely night.